making yourself crazy. You're making yourself crazy. That's what you're doing. You're eating healthy. You're worried about lettuce. You're gonna be a freak. You're a freak. Yeah. No one says anything bad about how I eat. They love me. They come over here. They eat. I even pull out some wine. They love me. My friends love me. I eat like shit like they do. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys. You guys, time to make some food. Let's go. I'm making a potato bowl and we're going to talk about some serious things. The new normal is to be sick and to stay sick. My boyfriend asked me yesterday, so what's wrong with you today? I just don't say anything. So, I see that little on there. I eliminated friends who accused and judged me of being picky eater. Sakika, that's terrible. It's terrible. Meaning, like, I understand. For them to do that, it's just terrible. You guys, I'm making some food right now, and we're going to talk about how the new normal is to eat bad. Really, the new normal is actually being sick, and that's the new normal out there. And I want to talk about why it's getting so bad and why it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's something we need to kind of cover a little bit here, but we're going to cover a lot of things today. We're going to talk about fat chasing, high chasing, and fat chasing. Victoria, the medical medium healing path detoxes more than just toxins from the body. It also detoxes toxic relationships in our life. I've heard that over the years. Many years of that. Cold says, everybody says keto is the only thing that cures candida. Yeah, that's really sad. Well, yeah, I'm trying to kill my candida. I just got a gut health product, powder, and I'm trying to cure my candida. I'm trying to kill it. What? What do you mean without candida we die? So why is my doctor telling me to kill candida if we need candida? Are you serious? We need candida in order to actually stay alive and thrive? You mean candida is part of the absorption of the food we eat? And without candida, we can't absorb food and we get malabsorption and deficiencies? Then why is all the doctors saying we have to kill our candida? Because they don't know? And they don't have answers to why anybody's sick? And that was a massive mistake in the industry? Oh my God, I have to stop trying to kill my candida. This is psycho. It's actually psycho. You guys have to understand something really important, okay? Candida is not your enemy. That was a massive mistake. Brainwashing, again, you guys have been brainwashed and brainwashed. So brainwashed over the years. No one knows why anybody's even sick or bloated in their intestinal tract. No one knows why anybody has... MD with Spirit, good to see you on IG. We talked today, actually. We talked, good to see you. Dr. Fawn, Gwen Fawn, incredible guy. Anyway, incredible MD. We talked on the phone earlier. I'm going to bring him on sometime, you guys. So I'm going to bring Dr. Fawn on. Diflucan, nystatin doesn't work. It's coming from an MD. And so that's what happens is people don't know why anybody has the constipation. You hear that on Clubhouse? You guys hear that on TikTok? Constipation, diarrhea all the time, the runs and constipation, inflammation in the gut. That nobody knows what causes diverticulosis, diverticulitis. Nobody knows why people's appendix explode. Nobody knows why any of this. But wait a minute, for some reason, some miraculous reason, when no one knows what causes Crohn's, colitis, and celiac, some miraculous reason, we've learned that candida is a problem and we need to kill it? When not one single doctor knows what causes any of that, any of the gut problems and all the gut intestinal tract disorders? But yet, wait a minute here. Oh, we have to kill and destroy candida? Do you guys know how sick this is when you think about it? You guys, how does it feel to get out of the matrix? Because you guys have all been stuck in the brainwashing matrix of hell out there. How does it feel to try to get out of that, to crawl out of that, to common sense land here. You crawl out of that cult that you've been brainwashed in, and you crawl out to find freedom, and then what you find in that freedom is common freaking sense is what you find. Let me get the burner going, you guys. I want to cook a little here. Making a potato bowl. I want to get this pan hot. I had to kind of break down the setup here. You guys on Clubhouse, bear with me. Everybody, bear with me a second here. Let's get this thing hot. We're turning this on. I like this little burner sometimes. It kind of makes things easy, right? So I can talk to you guys. Get the pan on here. Let's cut up some stuff. I got a red bell pepper. Let's go. And I cut them like this. I showed you guys earlier. I take the center out. That's how I've always done it right there. I'm sure other people have over the years. This isn't a medical medium trick. I'm sure many people have cut the end off and pulled out the center over the years. I can't take credit for the SOC. Can't take credit for that. Rose says, feels great taking back our own power. You know, I love that because that's what it is. It's taking back your own power. I love that. I love that. That's so amazing. That's so important. It just is. Let me chop up some pepper, you guys, because we got some stuff to talk about. You know what's funny is there are people out there that believe people want to be sick, that they need to be sick, like they want to be sick. It's a cry for attention. Are you guys crying out for attention? Are you guys fake sicking? I just want to ask, are you guys in Clubhouse, are you faking being sick? tic-toc, you guys faking it? Was your symptoms fake? And you're crying for attention? Is that what it is too? I'm just curious, right? I wonder if you guys are crying for attention. Because that's another part of the brainwashing out there and the matrix of hell out there in health. You know? And that's a whole nother thing all on its own. There's so many. Linda says, the way you cut the bell pepper is one of the coolest cooking tips I've learned in years. Incredible, Linda. I mean, I can't take credit for it because I don't know if it was done before, really. You know, I just don't know, you know. Doing some red bell pepper. Matt loves bananas. I must have been the best actor ever if it was fake. Matt, you're not faking it, right? Did any of your friends ask you if you were faking it? Okay. I'm going to cut a little bit of onion in this stir fry right here. Let's get a little onion in here. You guys got a fear of healing? Are you guys afraid to heal? How about that one? How about that BS? Huh? What about you guys on Clubhouse? Right? John, Ashley, right? Lissy, Patricia, Sharon over there on Clubhouse. You guys got a fear of healing? How about that BS that was out there, that still is out there? How about that one? Incredible. I'm going to squeeze a little lemon in here. How does the world of common sense, and if you're new here and you're wondering, well, what does this guy know? Where's his answers? Okay? Where's this guy's answers? If you're new here. I got the answers. I've always have. 35 years in helping people with chronic illness, getting their lives back. This is a book right here, the new edition. It's the new edition, revised and expanded, the Medical Medium book. Check it out. Get it free at the library if you want. Okay? And that's one book right there. Here's another one right here too. Cleanse and Heal. And 5 other books. So they're muting people on IG. So I know they're muting them to try to like make it disenchanting. Try to go to tic-toc if you get muted. The answers are here. I've talked about it all these years. Viral inflammation, the viruses, how the body doesn't attack itself, all the causes, the toxic heavy metals, all the different other causes I talk about, right? So I've been covering that for years. Let me get some mushrooms in here. But it's important to know all these other things, you guys. So important to know. Like all these other pieces, it's critical. These other pieces that we're scammed constantly about, right? You know what? You know the industry is so funny. They got you guys chasing collagen. If you guys only knew, one of the massive scams of the industry is the collagen powders and the collagen stuff. If you guys only knew. What a farce. You don't take collagen to fix your collagen or create collagen. That's not how the body works. You don't take a sheep's eyeball to fix your eye. Marissa says MM protocols have been healing my severe digestive issues. I'm so proud of you, Marissa, and I'm so happy you're here. Question on IG, did he put oil in the pan? Don't need any. Nope, no oil in the pan. And I'm going to talk about fat chasing a little bit. Not only do you guys fat yourselves to death because you're taught that, you're not only taught to fat yourselves to death, but you're taught to fat chase, which is a high chase. High chasing. We're not going to talk about it yet, though. I got still a little bit more to cover. Right? Let's go into collagen for a couple of minutes. You can't fix the collagen problem you have in your body by eating collagen. You can't fix your kidney by eating a kidney. You can't fix your brain by eating a brain. You can't fix your eyeball by eating an eyeball. This was thinking back in the dark ages. That's when this thought process was even created. This was medical science and research in the dark ages. They have everybody so brainwashed because they know the human nature and how it works. They know that we have this thought process where you look at something, it says something on it, then that must fix the thing we have wrong with us. If this is collagen inside this bottle, that means it's going to fix my collagen. If this is brain, that means it's going to fix my brain. If this is kidney, it's going to fix my kidney. If this is liver, it's going to fix my liver. That's how we think. If this is a bone, if I'm eating bone, this is going to fix my bone. That's how human beings think. Just so you know. But guess what? The industry knows this. They know how you think, and they know the traps they can set for you, the snares, the pitfalls. They know how to get you trapped, the bait and switch. Dangle that collagen in front of you, and you're going to think that's going to fix your collagen. Your collagen only restores and gets fixed by things that aren't collagen. Like spirulina, critical one right there. You know, it's these things. Barley grass juice powder, minerals, critical trace minerals, leafy greens, trace minerals from leafy greens. It's these kinds of things. These are just some things that restore and fix collagen. And then it's learning how to improve your nutrient absorption. And that way is through glucose. Nothing can enter your cells unless there's a sugar involved. I'm letting you know. So if you want to take a B12, right? And like say Vimergy B12 or any B12, okay? You have to have glucose in your bloodstream, and everybody has glucose in their bloodstream, right? But if you're eating too much fat, it's hard to absorb, right, your glucose into cells. So all this insulin is produced, right? All this insulin is created, the hormone, to bind onto sugar, to drive it into your cells to keep you alive. But if you're too busy filling your bloodstream up with fat, it gets harder and harder and harder for that absorption of that glucose to enter your cells. Anything you take or do, any food you eat, and that's the best B12 out there, by the way. It's what I recommend my friends and family, and I'm not sponsored. Every single food you eat, every piece of lettuce, every piece of meat, if there's a vitamin or nutrient or chemical compound in it to enter into our bodies and our cells, it can only enter through sugar. Sugar. So if you're on your keto diet, or you're on your carnivore diet and you're keeping fruit away, if you're keeping potato away, if you're keeping winter squash away, sweet potatoes away, if you're keeping things away that actually are critical forms of glucose, right? You're not going to absorb as much as the nutrients you think you're going to absorb from any food or any kind of supplement or any kind of miracle powder. You're not going to get that absorption to be full throttle, top dog, top notch. See? You can be somebody out there down in all these crappy products, protein powders, whey protein powder, all this garbage products out there, these multivitamins. You can be one of those people doing all that and you're not getting anything from it. Anything from it. You're not. If there's something good in it, you need glucose to carry it into a cell. So important to know. All right, you guys, I'm just cooking this up. Get the mushrooms in here. Got some red bell pepper in here. Doing that right there. I'm making a potato bowl. And let me cut these up right now anyway. I'll cut them up pretty soon. B. Viacaro, good to see you. Cook these up a little bit. You know what amazes me? Everybody's a health expert. Everybody's a health expert. They're a researcher, so that makes them a health expert. They hopped on Google. On Google. First thing they find, all of a sudden now they're a health expert. They become plant-based. They're in the vegan community and now they're a health expert. They join the keto community or something, or some other animal protein community. Now they're a health expert. Everybody's on the internet trying to find tidbits. They're a health expert now. It's like the boat is sinking, and everybody's Googling how to fix the boat. The boat's sinking. A whole world is in it. And everybody's Googling. Billions of people are Googling how to fix my migraines, how to fix my headaches, how to fix my eczema, how to fix my psoriasis. What about my candida, which I don't really have? What about this? What about my SIBO? What about my other problem? What about my aches and pains, my fatigue? What about my brain fog? The boat's sinking. The ship is sinking. The planet is sinking. And everybody's on Google. Oh, I'm on WebMD now. Hey, I'm on WebMD. Well, now I'm on Google again. Back to WebMD. Where's my answers? Boat sinking. Boat sinking. Oh, I'm getting a little better because I learned to quit gluten. Where did that come from anyway? 35 years of Mr. William, Anthony Williams' work, unappreciated. But so what anyway? I quit gluten. I got rid of processed foods. And I'm starting to get a little better. But yet I'm getting sick 2 months later. Boat sinking. Boat sinking. Get on the internet. Quick. Figure it out. The whole world's sinking with all their symptoms and conditions. But get on the internet and find answers. Find answers quick. Hey, here's a new answer. Try this collagen powder. Hey, look. Try this coral. Ground coral powder. Wait a minute. Try this ionizer. Hey, wait a minute. Try this apple cider vinegar. Oh my God. Try this new whey protein powder, you guys. Boat sinking. Boat sinking. Psycho. It's psycho. Really is. It really is. It's actually terrifying, really. Because if you ain't that sick, it's not that scary, right? Oh no, wait! I got another answer around the corner. Science research said that matcha tea has an antioxidant. That might be the answer, right? And you know what's sad? If you're really, really sick, it's not a good thing. It's not. Adding a little touch of water to this, maybe a little lemon as well. The new norm is to be sick. The new norm is for everybody to have a symptom. And the industries need you sick and dependent on drugs. The industry needs you sick and dependent on caffeine, which is a psychoactive drug. You know what's interesting? Science has one thing right. I mean, they have a bunch of things right. They got a great robot they created, but that's mathematics. It's not science. But they got a great robot they created that can take an aneurysm out of somebody's brain. I talked to a neurosurgeon about that for years recently. Talked to him again about it. He said it's not even science that created that robot to take an aneurysm out of somebody's brain. He says it was mathematics and machinery. But science got one thing right, though. Caffeine's a psychoactive drug. And Big Pharma and the caffeine industry work hand in hand because that's why caffeine's in so many drugs. Yeah, that's engineering. Spot on. That's Tiffany. That's engineering, right? I'm cooking some mushrooms, some I'm cooking some mushrooms and some red bell peppers. And some red bell peppers and some onion. Zoe says, I feel so powerful knowing the truth and how to heal. Someone told me their dentist said to rinse their mouth with a glass of milk after they drank lemon water. I think I have a phone call coming in. Yeah, that's... Yeah, dentist office. Yeah, the receptionist is out at lunch. Yeah. Oh, hi, I just saw you. Yeah. I told you, make sure you put lots of milk in your mouth. Uh-huh. Make sure you use milk after you have your lemon. Yeah. Yeah, use whole milk. Uh-huh. That's right. Why? Well, lemon can hurt your teeth, so maybe milk will buffer it. Yeah, it's just an idea. Uh-huh. What does milk do? It might buffer it. What? I gotta go. You know what happens? I'm just gonna tell you right now. I had to hang up the phone because I'll tell you why. I gotta say this. Every bit of bad bacteria in your mouth will actually thrive off of milk and grow faster. So here you use lemon, right? Lemon water. You're killing bad bacteria in your mouth. So you got your lemon, which is an antiseptic. It's actually destroying bad bacteria. You hear that on Clubhouse, you guys? Lemon is an antiseptic. It's actually destroying bad bacteria in your mouth. So here you got a dentist that recommends using milk. Rinse your mouth out with milk. So you're feeding all your bad bacteria. So all your bad bacteria in your mouth starts to feed on all that milk. See? You grow your bad bacteria. You'll be at the dentist more. Here's the other funny thing. Lemons have a bioavailability like no other when it comes down to calcium. So lemons have a bioavailable calcium that you need for your teeth. It's critical for your teeth. So important to know, right? Milk has a calcium that ruins your teeth. Amtra says, funny coming from an industry who loaded our mouths with mercury. Exactly. You know? I mean, it's true. It really is true. Well, now I feel bad because I took my pet chicken in to get a whole bunch of dental work, and I feel terrible. I feel absolutely awful. Now I feel bad because I allowed the dentist to put mercury all in my chicken's teeth. And now I feel really, really bad about this. And I feel very bad about this now. Is I took my pet chicken in to get my pet chicken's teeth done. And I told the dentist, make sure you put lots of mercury fillings back in my chicken's mouth. And I actually feel disgusted about this now. Because it was just a bad mistake. The dentist talked me into it. He's calling now. And the dentist talked me into it. And my chicken has mercury in his mouth now. And I'm really upset about this. Dr. Flocken? Dr. Flocken? Thanks for calling. Listen, I made a mistake. I had you put mercury fillings in my chicken's mouth. A whole ton of mercury fillings in my chicken's mouth. I'm sick over it. I have anxiety. I'm having anxiety attacks over it. Can I get my chicken back in there to get them all dug out? Yeah. All right, I appreciate it. You think mercury's still good? Okay. All right, well, that makes me feel better. All right, but I'll bring them in tomorrow. I'm really sorry about that. All right, I think this is ready here. What you got to do if you're sensitive and you And what happens is, and I'll talk about this in a little bit about steaming veggies or cooking down vegetables. I like to cook them. You're going to eat a vegetable raw, eat it raw, right? Like if you're going to have your lettuce, if you're going to have your green onions, you can eat them raw, right? I got some lettuce here. You can eat your cilantro raw, right? If you want to cook something down, you can cook something down too. But realize that if you're going to steam something down or saute something down, you don't want them crunchy. You want them soft because they're harder to digest, vegetables, when they've been steamed or cooked down or sauteed down and they're still crunchy. They're harder to digest because once you kill the vegetable, once the vegetable's not living anymore, right? And you kill it, like for instance, say you put this onion in the stir fry, right? This green onion, and you didn't let it soften in the pan enough, and it's still hard, but yet you killed it by heating it, right? Well, then it's harder to digest, a little harder to digest. It's not hard to digest, but what I mean is the hardness of it starts to rub the intestinal tract, makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. People are really sensitive, like Crohn's colitis. That's what I'm talking about. Like Crohn's colitis and all that. So I'm making this potato bowl. Let me just get this going here. I'm putting this in here, like this. Okay, now I'm going to get some potatoes in this pan, you guys. So I have it so far like that. You see that? Look, you guys, here's my job. My job all these years at Spirit of Compassion was to know every little subtle problem and detail. So they're not in this world of mystery. Why is my stomach hurting? How come I don't feel good after eating that? How come this is happening? Like, why can't I get better? How can I get better? Why do I have these symptoms? My whole life has been based about having real answers for all the little subtleties and all the big pitfalls and little pitfalls. You see? It's been my whole life. Wait, no raw scallions? No, the grateful, you can, on IG, you can totally do raw scallions. I'm saying if you're going to cook them, though, cook them soft. If you're somebody that's sensitive, with like any kind of like sensitive, any kind of like Crohn's, colitis, that kind of thing. Severe bloating or something. You can eat them raw, absolutely, and they're easier on the system when you eat them raw, right? So I'm going to steam these up a little bit. I'm going to squeeze some lemon in here. Put a little lemon on here, you guys. Put some more potato in here too. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna cook a vegetable, steam it or roast it or bake it, you wanna cook, bake, or steam, roast it so it's soft because you killed it. So it's not gonna be as easy to digest, but it will be easier to digest if you cook it soft. See how it works? Versus like for instance, if you're gonna cook down spinach, cook it soft. You can eat it raw, nice and rough and hard. Or when you cook it, don't cook it lightly where it's still rough and hard but yet killed. You want it soft. That's the key right there. Let's get the rest of these potatoes in. How you guys doing on Clubhouse? Why no plant collagen? Love you, AW. Now, plant foods that create and build and restore your collagen. That's the key. Don't get mistaken by a supplement that's a plant food collagen. They're using the term collagen, but really it's not human collagen, it's not animal collagen, it's not collagen, right? But what's in it are building blocks, someone's idea of building blocks. That's different, right? But that's how they trick you out. But no, to build and create collagen, you need things to do that. Leafy greens, mineral salts, celery juice, leafy greens, papaya, banana. You need glucose. You need chemical compounds that are in these foods. You need all this to create collagen. Spirulina, barley grass, herbs to create collagen. See how it works? Why isn't broccoli part of the 369 cleanse? Reason why it's not part of the 369 advanced cleanse is because the 369 advanced cleanse is 100% raw. And raw broccoli is not easy on a lot of people. It's not easy to eat. A lot of people with problems, they can't chew it easy. A lot of people have trigeminal neuralgia and they're doing the 369 cleanse to get better and heal. It's not easy to chew hunks of raw broccoli. It's one reason. So you guys, what do you guys think about the new norm? Everybody's supposed to have a symptom and be sick. It's perfectly normal to have endometriosis. Every single woman on the planet is going to have endometriosis. Is that okay? Are you guys okay with that? Are you okay knowing that when you have your daughter that she's going to have endometriosis down the road? Are you okay with that? Why isn't science and research even acknowledging it? Is it okay that everybody's going to have a problem? Is it okay that every single person is going to have more than one symptom? Some people 50, 60, 70 symptoms. Is that okay? Because that's the new norm. That's where it's going. I said this year after year. I said this years ago on IG Lives. I've said this in all kinds of places, lectures going all the way back. I said that the quickening is happening. It's called the quickening. That's what it's called, Clubhouse. That's what it's called, you guys, on TikTok and IG. It's called the quickening. It's when shit hits the fan, but hits it so fast, where stuff is happening so fast, no one can even get ahead of it. It's going too fast. And sickness is part of that. It's G says, the doctor told me he feels sorry for me because he doesn't know how to help. It's a good doctor. I like that doctor. I'm going to tell you right now, I like that doctor. That's an incredible doctor. Just so you know. Okay? People think I don't like doctors. That's crazy. Of course I like doctors. I love doctors. They went into the industry with compassion. They want to heal people. They want people better. Doctors are amazing. I don't like podcast doctors because I know why they're into it. They're into it to sell products and be a celebrity. Not everyone will have endometriosis. Not true. Not true. Every single woman will have endometriosis in their lifetime coming up. So not true. Every single woman will have endometriosis coming up in the future in our lifetime. Every single one. What does it take to get you out of denial? I want to help. I know everybody's been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed by the cults. How can I help? How can I help get you guys out of the cult matrix and get out of there and find the answers? You know, how can I help? Because what's happening out there is that the system in the industry wants you to believe only some people have this, only some people have that, only some people have endometriosis, only some people have eczema, only some people have RA, only some people have MS, right? You guys on Clubhouse, and that's what the industry is teaching everybody to be. They want everybody to think that, okay? I know who's you guys laugh out loud. Just got the book. Which one did you get? Did you get Cleanse to Heal? An epic book from Spirit of Compassion. Did you get Cleanse to Heal? Over 200 symptoms and conditions, dosages and supplements, how to heal the mono-eating cleanse. Have you guys checked out the mono-eating cleanses? Right? Have you seen that? Heavy metal detox cleanse. Medical Medium heavy metal detox cleanse. That's an incredible one right there. All the different symptoms and conditions. Incredible epic amounts of information in this book right here. It's on sale at Amazon, or just get it free at the library. And the new edition, the Medical Medium new edition. This book is mind blowing. It's really spiritually empowering. And the meditations in here, not just the diseases, symptoms, and conditions, but the meditations in here. I mean, if you guys don't have these books, you might want to check them out. So this potato bowl's coming out nice. Let me put these potatoes in here. I talk about candida overgrowth. I talk about candida in Medical Medium Book 1. I'm just letting you know. So I'm putting this potato bowl together right here. Okay. And I'm going to be making... just going to move this burner right here, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna make some salsa next. We're gonna talk about some good stuff. You bought those twice last night, Mariko? Can I touch sarcoidosis? Yeah, that's an Epstein-Barr related condition. You know, one of the things when someone has that, and I talked about this with lots of doctors about that condition, and it's basically scar tissue in the lymphatic system too, even scar tissue in other places too. So that's a big part of it. And I talk about how it works with Epstein-Barr and being involved in all that. But you know, anything you get from medical meeting, like if I had that condition, I would have this book. I would take it to my doctor if I had that condition. So that's what I would do. Do what your doctor tells you to do. You know, whatever is right for you. But I'm saying that this is a good book right there. It's all about Epstein-Barr. A big piece of it's about Epstein-Barr. Steph, you got the Wymans? You got the wild blueberry juice? Incredible. You got it? Incredible. I'm like so thrilled for you. You have no idea how happy I am for you. Truly, truly. Guys, I'm going to start making a side salad dish. So a little bit of that coming pretty soon. So let's go, before we start making that, let's talk about high chasing. Okay? So let's go into the high chasing. So that's the next spot we're going into, right? Everybody's looking to chase the high, right? That's what we're all doing. It's all about chasing a high. And there's industries that know we're looking for that high, that we're chasing highs. Okay? So just caffeine all on its own. That's part of the high chasing right there, okay? And then there's the fats too. I'll cover that a little bit. We're chasing the fat. We're eating fat and we're chasing a high off of the fat, okay? It's another high that we're looking for. So we're looking for the caffeine, like the chocolate. We're looking for the fats. We're always on this high, but we're being up, we're being brought up, we're being brought down. What comes up must come down. What goes up, it's got to come down. That's right. Everything that goes up has to come down. Okay, and that's how it works. And so we're being brainwashed to chase highs all day long with the industries. That's how it's done. So you'll be taught to do all the chocolate. You'll be taught to do lots of that. So that's your high. Boom. Right? The chocolate. I'm holding a chocolate fudge brownie with ice cream on top right here. Okay? And that's what we're taught. We're taught how to chase these highs, and that's how it's done. Now here's another high too. Any of you guys recognize this high? Any of you guys recognize this? Have you ever seen this before? Never seen this before? None of you guys did this, right? Where's Chris? You seem fine to me. Which channel are you on? Are you on IG? Where are you? Clubhouse? Where are you? And you seen this? You guys recognize this, right? Laugh out loud, my flower. Clubhouse, you guys, I'm holding a big container of popcorn. Yeah. Right? Cindy Lou, you did how much popcorn have you eaten, Cindy Lou? Over there on TikTok. Yeah. You guys remember this? Who's been, you guys don't remember this? Jenny Mac, you remember this? How many popcorns have you guys popped and sat down on the sofa, sending down that popcorn, or in the movie theater? Right? No, you love popcorn? No, you love popcorn? You love popcorn? Well, that's a fat chaser right there. That's a high chaser through fat. See? All the butter on the popcorn. So that's what it is. So let's hit it right now. We're going into this. Everybody's chasing fats is what they're doing. And they're chasing a high through those fats. Because when you eat the fats, your adrenals explode. That's how it works. Every time you eat a fat, your adrenals explode. You go to that movie theater at night, and you're all freaking out by that movie. Whoa, it's an action scene. And then you're popping, your adrenals are already going. Because we go to the movie theater, we turn on Netflix, we turn on the movie theaters, we turn on Amazon, we turn on whatever it is, Apple. We want to watch the movie or the documentary that's going to shock our adrenals. We're high chasers. We're adrenaline junkies, high chasers, right? Like over there on Clubhouse, how many documentaries are you guys clicking on at night? Who's putting on the documentaries? You guys probably clicking on some of the most terrible documentaries, right? Trying to get the adrenals to flood. Yes, so true, Darlene. So true, right? We used to go to the movie theater before the plague to get that shock Boom, you're in the movie theater, you're all excited, you're all giggly, and that movie starts, and boom, action, 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 guns blaring, people getting killed, something terrible going wrong, right? It's all about that high. Boom. Here's the next high. Honey, you got the popcorn? Did you get the popcorn? Yeah, I got it over here. I got it, right? And then boom, now we're sending in all that fat, all that butter and oil, you know, butter and oil. I gotta call a friend now. For some reason, this phone's not working. Gotta call a friend. We got a phone problem. I forgot to get him on. Hey, you coming over? I got popcorn. Yeah. You just heard what I was talking about? You think it's all about the fake butter? That's the fat chasing, high chasing? No, I'm talking about the good butter. Why? Your popcorn has got the good butter, the wholesome butter, the grass-fed butter? You're bringing your popcorn. My friend's bringing their popcorn over, and they're using butter from a grass-fed cow. And my friend just said that I'm wrong, and it's not a high chasing thing because he's got the grass-fed butter. Are you coming over? Bring it anyway. Okay. All right, bye. But he's wrong because any kind of butter, it's the fat. Doesn't matter how wholesome it is. It doesn't matter how clean it is. Doesn't matter how good it is. It still causes adrenaline to get released, is what it is. Still causes adrenaline to get released. Very important to know. So you guys, the whole thing is everybody's out for these highs. Here's another one right here. Boom. Another example. You think your meat patty is all great and all. You think your egg is all great and all. You think your salmon is all great and all. You think your chicken cutlet is all great, or your chicken breast is all great, right? But all that fat is addictive. It's really addictive. You think your avocado's okay, your nut butters, your nuts, your seeds are okay. It's all it's really addicting because what happens is when you dump all this fat into your bloodstream, your adrenals release adrenaline. That adrenaline's released to dissolve that fat. That's your natural blood thinner. So your adrenaline is being released to thin out your blood and to dissolve the fat. That's how it works. Because that fat will actually injure your heart and your brain. So anyway, I was just trying to show you that right there. I'm going to start making some more food. But everybody is basically, chasing highs in many ways, and I'm covering just some of those right here. So I'm going to make the salsa really quick. Let's get working on that, you guys. I'm going to chop up some tomatoes right here. I want to keep the food going. Kind of forgetting about the food a little bit. Chopping up the tomatoes kind of small here. Let's get that in here. Can you guys see that? All right. You guys, how many of you are still on your caffeine? It's a question I wanted to ask you guys. Chopping up some tomatoes on Clubhouse if you guys are listening. So we're just finishing up right here. What you'll learn out there in the health world is you'll learn how to stay off processed foods, right? That's what you'll learn in the health world. Whether you want to be vegan or keto, that's what you'll learn. But that's not enough when you're sick. Here's the funny thing is, if you're someone and you're cleaning up your diet and you really have some health issues, it doesn't mean those health issues are going to be fixed with just cleaning up the diet. It takes more than that. It takes information, more information than that. So it's important. I see you guys are still drinking a little bit of caffeine, some of you. You're off coffee now? Incredible. So I'm just working on this salsa right here, you guys. Give me a minute here. I'm going to put some lime in here and a little hot pepper. This is a raw salsa. It's such a great one. It really is. I'm going to drop some lime juice in here now. Yeah, you don't want the high owning you. Keep that in mind. Because we're chasing the high because we're actually like that victim to the high. The high owns us. And as we're chasing the high, we're usually banking up somebody's wallet out there in the world. That's the other thing too. I'm going to put a clove of garlic in the salsa. We're fattening up somebody's wallet as we're chasing the highs. That's a whole other thing too. Because eventually, your teeth are just going to start falling apart. So that's one thing right there, all on its own. Eventually, your liver's going to start falling apart from all that fat and all that caffeine and all that vinegar. We're eventually going to be fattening up somebody's wallet while we're fattening up and also chasing the high. Your liver starts getting weakened and broken down, stagnant and sluggish. The weight comes on. That's another thing all on its own. The adrenals start to weaken. Your HCl and your stomach glands start to break down and weaken. So you guys, I'm going to put a little cilantro in here. So you wake up in the morning. Where did you get some cilantro in here? You wake up in the morning and you need your adrenaline high right away. So what do? Boom. It has to be some kind of coffee, some kind of tea. We're having a technical difficulty, you guys. Just make the side salad real quick. Here we go. Get this going a little bit. Are you guys eating enough leafy greens? We're just chopping up some salad. This is green leaf lettuce. Guys, it's critical to get your leafy greens in. If you can't get them in somehow, make sure you're doing your celery juice. If you're just doing your celery juice, that's still incredible. If you're someone that can't get leafy greens in, you're still doing your celery juice, which is an herb, incredible herb, right? I'm going to get some cilantro here. But try to get them in any way you can. Here's cilantro. I use it as a leafy green, right? I'm chopping it up kind of small. All right? And cilantro is such a helpful one. I'll put that in here. And also in here, I'm going to throw in a green onion, a little bit of onion off the bottom, like the white part of these onions here. Put that in the salad too. Scallions, pop that in here as well. All right, gonna put a little onion I chopped up earlier in here too. It's incredible. And I'm gonna put some lime on this. That's the side salad right there. I didn't put tomato in it this time because I got this fresh, incredible salsa right there. Okay? So that's what I have. Here's the potato bowl right here, you guys, which is the toasted up potato. This potato was pre-steamed, just so you know. It was pre-steamed. And then sauteed in the pan with no oil, which is incredible. And then there's the red bell pepper, the onion, the mushroom over here that was sauteed too. Okay? And then what I do is I'll put a little salsa on top of here. Grab a spoon. That fresh salsa right on top. It's right on top of the bowl. Have a side salad with it too, which is really, really good. Right, you guys? MD with Spirit. If you guys have time at night, just missed that comment. Dr. Fawn, incredible that you're here. So you guys, here's the thing, like you don't want your addictions or your adrenaline to run your life, right? You want full control over your life. But we're not taught how to make that happen. So we're always chasing something. We're always chasing that high, right? So if it's not caffeine, then it's the fat we eat all day long. And we got to keep that in mind that, that's the name of the game, is how to break that cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Like, how do we break that vicious cycle? And why do I care so much? Like, why even bother? Like, why even caring about this? One reason is because when you break that cycle, you can heal faster and better. You can heal faster and better. And that's what's incredible about it. So that's really important to know. You guys, I'm going to go. Incredible. Glad you're here. I'm going to have food. I'm going to have some of this with some salad, some more salsa. Amazing. So proud of you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Let's try to make it happen Saturday. Okay, so I hope you guys join me and you're there on Saturday. I'm so proud of all of you. Truly am. You guys need to know that. Like, I'm so proud of all the hard work you're doing with your health. And none of this is easy. It's not easy to break old patterns. It's not easy to learn new information. It's not easy to get freed up from stuff that you might have known in the past. And it's not easy for any of this. So it's important to know that anything you guys are doing, any steps you're taking, you're going 3 steps up, 2 steps back, but you're healing. 3 steps up, 2 steps back, but you're healing, right? You're avoiding the pitfalls. You're learning how to avoid all of that. You're learning how to heal. Proud of all of you. And just know that I stand with you guys, stand behind you. God bless you. And I'll catch you next time. I'll catch you Saturday. Been a great time with you guys. Proud of all of you. Incredible.